For the fans, by the fans. Welcome to the only Angels post-game show that keeps it real, win or lose. No filters, no fluff, just raw reactions right after the final out. The Golden Stamos is polished up and somebody's about to take it home. A clutch hit, a game-saving grab, or just straight-up hustle. We see you. But if you played like trash, you're getting the dreaded Nacho Night Award. We saw the missed calls, we saw the blown saves, the clutch moments, and the disasters too. Your comments are front and center, and yeah, we read all of them. Wanna let loose? Call in and sound off live. No scripts, no suits, no spin. This is raw, this is real, this is where the fans take over. This is the Heady Postgame Show with Todd Fox. For the fans, by the fans.
I'm a fox. My name's Todd.
Hey, welcome in everybody to the Halos in the Infield postgame show. I'm your host, Todd Fox. I took the freaking day off Sunday. Yes, I did. And what a way to take off a game on Sunday, because what happened? The Angels won, and they won on a walk-off home run there by Mr. Clutch himself, apparently, and that is Taylor Ward. Now, for tonight's game, the Angels got it done in conventional ways, which we're not used to saying for this team, meaning they played good defense, they got the big hit when they needed it, they kept the hits on, they kept pressuring, they got above double-digit in the hits, and they pitched really good. Outside of the first inning, where the Angels usually give up a run or two here, they pitched good the rest of the way. And good thing they caught Tampa when they were struggling, because obviously we had the White Sox when they've been getting a little hot under the collar right there. Not that they're a playoff team, but they were playing a lot better and hitting the ball. Right now, the Rays are 2-9 in their last 11. So to get them right now is at a good time. But you know, picking up a half game, you're 5 games out. I don't know if you guys are still interested in that, or if you care, or if you're looking towards the end of the season. But whatever it is, whatever happened tonight, the Angels got the W, and it feels good to win. It always does feel good to win. And by the way, if you're just joining for the first time, this is the Halos in the Infield postgame show with your host, Todd Fox. And I am also I gotta say our motto, the Halos in the Infield page, the network. It's by the fans, for the fans, by the fans. We are in the stands with you, just like the Halo boys representing tonight. We are usually always there. Took tonight off because it was a hard day at work. It's been almost 100 degrees where I work, so it's been one of those nights, man. So with all that being said, you know, love the show, love you guys being on here and chiming in. It's not been the easiest of seasons. We're obviously, hopefully building towards something in the future, but a game like this gets us reeled back in. We're so hungry for wins. We're so hungry to have a team that can fight for something, that a win like this, it can make us forget, you know, the whole thing about losing 2-3 the White Sox. But going over the numbers tonight, Kikuchi gives you a freaking 6-inning performance, which is a quality start. He improves to 5-7 on the year, 1 run, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. That's the key. And he, you know, recently he's been throwing 105 pitches in the 4th inning, just trying to get to 5. He gave you an extra inning tonight. Brock Burke continues to really pitch good and be very, very precise with his pitches. His pitch count, once again, low at 20 for an inning. He allowed a hit, got a strikeout. Zephyr John continues to improve. His last, I think, 4 or 5 outings have been fairly decent. He had that real rough patch, which took him out of high-pressure situations. They seem to be starting to rely on him again. And then Brogdon seems to be that guy where you could pitch multiple games in a row, and you could also pitch him multiple innings. He's like the only dude on the roster that could do that, or that they will allow to do that. He had 2 strikeouts in the 9th inning, got the innings strikeout right there. He barely walked a guy through 23 pitches. His ERA's pretty decent. The game started, not too much scoring in this one. Camareno hit a sacrifice fly to center. Diaz would score to make it 1-0. Could have been a lot worse, but Kikuchi, you know, did that bend but don't break pitching in the 1st inning. Then Adele would homer to give the Angels a lead, 2-1. Taylor Ward would single up the middle, 2 more RBIs for him. That would make it 4-1. The Neto doubled in. Teodaso I got to learn that name. I really don't say it. I'll just try to. I'll call him by his first name, Bryce. The Bryce kid's pretty good. 3 for 3 tonight with a run scored. Again, he's not going to do that every night, but he's decent. He's got a nice arm. Again, there's some players down there who they might not have the power, but they've got the bat, or they don't have the bat, but they got some power, like Kai Boom. There's certain players down there that aren't the well-rounded Zach Nettles that are coming up. Because if you're looking for Zach Nettles and Christian Moores on the current Rocket City Pandas or the Salt Lake Bees, it's not going to happen for you. But guys like this, like Bryce, are going to come through the system. Like earlier in the season, you had a couple of them come through the season. You're going to get players like that that are going to do some things. The rest of the lineup looked like this. Zach Neto had a hit and an RBI. You had Shonawell with a run scored. Again, he's still finding a way to get into the positive. Mike Trout had a hit, but 2 more strikeouts. That's really pissing me off. I just can't make contact. Taylor Ward, 3 hits, making up for the other night. And then he had 2 RBIs, like I said earlier. Mancata went 1 for 3. Adele went 1 for 4, but the 2-run home run was a big one. Travis d'Arnaud gets in there again, going 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. You don't like the strikeouts. Christian Moore, give him a break. It's only his second game back. He got a walk though. He will start raking very soon here. The thing that's disappointing is, again, another night off for Ohapi, and you can't really say, oh man, we missed his bat. We do, but he wasn't producing. And the thing that's starting to scare me is, once you're being doubted, it's one thing to be doubted defensively, as a catcher, because as a catcher, you need to be able to call balls and strikes. You got to frame, you got to be able to throw guys out, all of which Ohapi and also not reading the moment, he's not doing good. And you can get away with that. We've seen Martin Maldonado bat under 200 for like 4 straight years on 2 different teams. And he was okay because you knew that he had a rocket arm, that he called a good game. He kept pitchers in tow. He never, messed around. He didn't make errors. He was smart. But when you have players, when you have players like Ohapi who aren't hitting as well, and they're not trusted behind the plate, damn, dude, it's a bad situation for catchers. And again, if d'Arnaud's calling a good game, you could trust his arm better. He is throwing out base runners at a better clip, which is not saying too much because d'Arnaud's not exactly tearing it up. I think he's under 30%, but dude, like Ohapi is pitiful right now at throwing guys out. He's something like 13 or 14%. And he's not like asking pitchers or giving signs to the pitcher to throw over to first or even check the runner. So there's all kinds of problems with Ohapi's game right now, and I hope he can get things squared away before the end of the season, because I don't want to see his dude in another position. I don't want to see him, being thrown off the team. But as far as that's concerned, the Angels get the dub tonight, and we're all happy about that. That's all that really matters. We'll worry about the other stuff as it goes along. Again, winning cures everything. That's always been my motto, and a very good cliche. So as long as they're winning, that's all that matters. And we'll get some, we'll work the kinks off as we go. Now, as the Angels get to 5 games back of the rest of the teams, I'll look at the standings before I start giving out the awards for tonight, and I get into your comments. I'll read every one of them. Boston is 2.5 games up in first place. The Yankees and Mariners are now tied for that last spot. Mariners were idle tonight, while the Rangers are a game and a half out. I think they lost. The Shitfucks are 2.5 games out. The Royals are 4 out. The Angels are 5 out. Tampa Bay falls now below the Angels. So tomorrow's pitching matchup should be an interesting one for the Angels. Again, these games, however you want to look at it, whether you still think they're in it or not, it's up to you as a fan. Like, I'm not pushing it either way. But if you are in it, you got to win these games. You can't go out there and you can't put up a goose egg after winning the last 2 in a row. You got Soriano versus Pepio. Pepio is 6-9 with a 3.80 ERA. He's not an easy guy to hit off of. 130 innings pitched, 109 hits allowed. So he's averaging less than a hit an inning, which is really good. 128 strikeouts per 130 innings, so almost a strikeout per inning. 45 walks, but he has allowed a lot of home runs, 23, and the Angels are a home run hitting team. Soriano 7-8 with 3.65 ERA, 133 innings pitched, 124 hits allowed, 115 strikeouts, 60 walks. Troubles me, but he's only allowed 7 home runs, so he's kept it in the seats or kept it in the field for the most part. So with that being said, let's give out the awards tonight. Who gets the Golden Stamos for best player on the field tonight? So with that being said, the Golden Stamos tonight, I'm gonna give it to Kikuchi. He pitched 6 innings right there. Thank you, Skull Zone, as he's chiming in with penis logos. Of course he is. You have he gets the not Carlos, but the Skull Zone, I should say. But the Angels get the dub tonight. Kikuchi with a nice quality start, 6 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, only the 2 walks. That's all you need tonight for the big victory. Now, who gets the Nacho Night for worst player on the field?
For the worst performance of the night. Congratulations. You played yourself.
Moldy cheese, stale chips, what a sight. All your dreams gone tonight. Had a bad night, lost the fight. No more crunch, just take a bite. It's the Nacho Night Award.
Now, usually what I like to do is I give it to a terrible player, a guy who is not really pitched good that night, or hits into a lot of double plays, does something stupid out there, makes an error. But I also give it to players who have the dreaded 3 strikeouts, which is the hat trick. But there's also one more strikeout that you can get that messes things up, and that is the Golden Sombrero. 4 strikeouts in one game, and that would go to Christopher Morel for the Tampa Bay Rays. He struck out in all 4 at bats tonight. That's pathetic. He lowers his average to 210. So anytime you could do that, you get the Nacho Night. So Nacho Night for him tonight as we move on. The Angels win. So I owe you one more thing before we get into the comments, and that is Stukas, baby. So the Angels right there, brought to you in part by Dickies right there, an old school song that my friend Dan always likes to play for when the Angels win. We won tonight, and we got 2 in a row. We got to go for another win tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But let's get into your comments as we got a bunch to read. I'm going to start off a little bit here with TikTok, and then I'll jump into the ones over here that are scrolling on your right side. Corona guy, or actually Shane Bezel says, so is a parade still on. Thoughts on Bryce? I like the kid. Again, he can provide a spark. He is very fast defensively. He's very savvy. He's not going to hit for power, which we don't need. But if he continues to bring a little spark, you get Christian Moore going. You get more guys to set up the big hitters. So, yeah, between those 2 guys, I think whether Bryce continues to get playing time or not, when Soler returns, if Trout, which I just throw that out there as if Trout, but he's not coming back to right field. But that is just one of the stepping stones right there. Why wasn't Renifo in the lineup? He's had a lot of bad luck. I think they just gave him the night off, and plus you got Christian Moore out there, and you want to get Mancada back in the lineup. I doubt this entire lineup right there. Caleb says, good to see the Angels play but then I realize we're nowhere close to success. And again, to blow me away and to change my mind on where this season is going, they'd have to rip off 7 out of 9 for me to be like, okay, I believe again. Neto looked hurt, and he had his glove off after every pitch. Something was probably bothering him, but I'm sure he'll be okay. He's a gamer. Bilson said, missed the stream yesterday. Can I get a Lombardi for Ward's walk-off? Well, you didn't miss the stream. I just wasn't on. I was out with family. I left when it was 5-0. I got pretty pissed.
What the hell's going on out here?
Yeah, there's your Lombardi right there. Also, Rangers wanted a walk-off. That sucks. What's up, value bet right there? Dodgers lost 3-2. Can we get a Neto Ner? Also, the Angels won tonight. Yes, sir. Also, you think it's going to be an interesting offseason and already in the offseason? Yes. Once we get to the end of the season, we definitely have a lot to go through. There's going to be a lot to talk about when, what happens in court and what happens with the city, what happens with the league and the city. So there's a lot to talk about. The Angels always put the office in a tough spot. They sure do, Caleb. Andrew says over here on YouTube, spritz my dick tonight, which he's calling for spritz o'clock. And when we call for spritz o'clock, we want a botanical spritz, brought to you in part by the most overrated owner in all of baseball.
Yeah! I love winning, man. I fucking love winning. You know what I'm saying? It's like better than losing.
Spritz o'clock, Angels play. Win or lose, we toast today. Sip and cheer, no matter score. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more. Spritz o'clock, let's pour some more.
I love winning, man. I fucking love winning. You know what I'm saying?
Mateo, who was down here in town, did not get to see the Angels win, but he says that fat son of a bitch.
Fat son of a bitch is going to drown us all out. Calm down, okay? All right? He's fat.
Also, Andrew says the Hauser insanity experiment is over. We finally got some Kikuchi run support. Also, Dead says, I like this Bryce guy. Also, there was maybe one cell in my entire body that was happy to see Ward's walk-off. Cue Shia LaBeouf clapping. Oh, yeah, there you go. Shia LaBeouf in the home run trap. Did I? Oh, here it is. Also, Arturo says the court date with Artie, Stadium, and City after the season is over. Yes, sir. Plus the Skag stuff all rolled into one. Any chance the Angels relocate? No, they're here for at least 2030. And then I guess the league would not move the LA market, which is Anaheim, but they call it LA. Brandon says, what are your thoughts on Bryce? I like him for what he is, and he's a good fill-in till we get another player up here. I'll just say that if he's to me, I think the ceiling for him would be a fourth outfielder. I don't think he's a starter at all, but I do think that he's a good utility guy. He's definitely better than Wade. He's definitely better than Newman, both of which are gone, thank God. Andrew says, great game by Bryce tonight. Also, Asian girls get the Stamos. Let's be real. Okay, we know what you're into, Dead. Also, we told the Rays, oh no, what happened? Yeah, we kind of were a little cheeky with them tonight.
Oh no, what happened? Oh no, how terrible! That's just awful. How terrible! Oh no.
Also, Mateo wants us to run up some 5 Deos, which means the most annoying soundbite in all of Angels Stadium. We give one for every run we scored. So let's get some 5 Deos. It's everybody's favorite at the stadium. Deo! 1. Deo! 2. Deo! 3. Deo! 4. Deo! 5. There you go. There's your 5 Deos right there. Let's get back into the comments. EQ says, let's fucking go. Damn, Mateo keeps getting the spritz 3 days in a row. Sorry, I'll give you the credit on that one. I guess, what's his name, just spritzed himself. Josh says, Bryce went 3 for 3 and bagged Erica Weston on his second day, or bagged her on the second day. Pretty good stuff. Eric says, it's called a winning streak, baby. Angels fan first says W. Andrew also says we are 1-0 in with the Korean Girl era. Pretty good. Sega Boy says, hello, my name is Mike, and that's my brother John, and thank God we wore our lucky butt plugs. Skulls says here for the Halo hunk. Oh, geez. Angel's grandma says Joe Adele hits the winning RBI tonight. She's a big Adele fan. Let's go. Nice. Hopefully he sells at the end of the season. That would be the way to go, Arturo's, if they really get him for that retrofitting at the stadium. Shane says, I'm glad you had the night off last night. This team is bad for your health in large doses. I'm telling you, the other night I drank a lot, and that was because a lot of fans were being very courteous with the drinks. Give us a good Roger Lodge or Trent Rush impersonation, Travis wants.
Well, here's the thing, guys. You won 2 in a row, and you got to win 3, and you got to keep going after that. I think that this team, if they can win 7 out of 9, now just trust me on this. We're going to go to Brewery X, and we're going to drink beers in the little outside area patio this Sunday. And we're going to look good because it's going to be a road game, and I'm going to do the post game from there, and we're going to set for the Dodgers because it'll be LA versus LA.
Yeah, it's going to be a good series, the Dodgers versus Angels, because I'm a Dodger fan. I mean, I'm an Angels fan, and Trent's going to be there doing the post game for the takeover of Anaheim Stadium, which will be 70% Dodger fans,
which is going to be the case. Also, Artie is going to lynch the F out of the Angels, or leech the F out of the Angels. Trent Rush seems to be a nice guy, very dim, but very dim. Well, look, he's a bootlicking houseman, just like Roger. I'm pretty sure they're nice in their own way, but that dude hates me. He's seen me in the clown outfit, and he's seen me without makeup, and he knows exactly who I am. And he gives me a dirty look. I was walking with a bunch of fans the other day, and he picked me out of the crowd, and he was smiling for everybody. But when it came to me, he's like, like, I love you too, Trent. It was my first baseball game with my brother yesterday. Was a super fan, sat in 209 row C, 20 and 21. Oh, damn. Too bad I wasn't there. I would have said hi, my man. I wasn't there Sunday. But I don't know if I'm going tomorrow. I can't go Wednesday, so it'll probably be back for the Dodgers. Roger Lodge doesn't seem like a nice guy, though. He's really not. I will say that. I will say I was worried about that. Hauser could have carved us up tonight. Joshua says, we're so back. LV says, we're so back. So he just reiterates it. I need to smoke a blunt with the Angels' grandma, Sega Boy says. I don't think that'll happen. LV says, out of here. Brian says, Bryce, please stay good longer than Paris and Lugo. And again, if Kyron Paris would get his shit together, he's a nice little player, dude. Again, Lugo is as well. Defensively, I have no quirks against Lugo, but Lugo has that I got to swing for the fences crap. And if he just, if he just sits back and relaxes and just hits for contact. Same thing with Paris. Paris hit a 499-foot home run in AAA before he got hurt. And it's like, dude, if you got the power, you can accidentally hit home runs. Just start putting the bat on the ball and good things will happen. Your speed, dude, you can hit an infield single like at least 30% of the time on the ground ball. I mean, he makes it close every time. So it's like, stop striking out, shorten up your swing, bust a Shonawell. All 3 of those guys, if they just start freaking shortening up their swing, they're going to turn into really good players, at least guys who can threaten a starting spot on the nightly basis. When the manager makes that lineup, he's not always 100% on who he's going to start. There's always like 2 or 3 spots where he's like, well, I don't know, this right-hander does good against blah, blah, blah. And he's struck him out, 3 of the last 6 times. Maybe we should go to, and then that's where you fall in. So if you make the roster, you're, because obviously if Lugo's hitting, if this Bryce guy's hitting, and if you got Paris, because Paris can play infield, outfield, dude, good things are happening. One of those guys, either Lugo or Bryce, will be on the roster as well. You have them as a 4th outfielder, and then possibly as an emergency hitter or 5th player like Newman was, like Wade was. You could have Paris, and he could come in. I'm telling you, man, those 2 guys are really, really good players. I just think they need to get their swings down. They need to be more, disciplined at the plate. And I'm telling you, their games can take off to the next level. Also, Skull Zone is a little jealous that I don't read his comments. Tyler says we may never lose again. Oh, here we go. Bryce is our Ichiro. Here we go with that. The Archangel says, hey, it's time for balls down my throat and baby oil. Jeez. Mateo says 2 more with Tampa, 3 with Los Tigres, 3 against the Smurfs, and 3 against Sacramento. The Tigres series is going to be tough. I'm telling you that right now. Best concession to buy at the Big A. Do they still have cheap beers? Yes, they have $4.50 beers. Get along, Logan. They do have some pretty good beer prices there. Plus, they also have. I would have to say Chronic Tacos. Their $13 burritos are pretty big. They're pretty big. I like them. They're pretty big. And they come with a lot of stuff in there. They got the tacos really don't get what you pay for, but the burrito definitely. I think that's underrated there. Their burrito is very tasty. You think Angels are going to start calling up more of these prospects soon? Yes, I do. Travis says, Todd, do you want a Dan Heron bobblehead for your set? Yes, because, okay, I would love that, Travis, because I'm going to take down those helmets. And I'll put a couple more racks because I do have a couple really cool. I obviously have the Netto one. I have this one's really cool. I don't know if you guys could see it. It's a Jim Leland from the Marlins, a friend of mine. One of the ushers from the Angel Stadium went to Miami, and he's like, "Hey, bro, do you want to add this to your collection?" So I got a Jim Leland one. I got other players. Saucy gave me one of Taylor Ward when he was with the Bees. So yeah, I want to start putting up more bobbleheads on this side. So I'm going to start doing that as well with the card collection. So I'm adding to it. But yeah, if you want to donate, I'll throw you something back, bro. I'll send you a shirt or a hat or something like that. Whatever you want to do, man. Brandon says, you think Rada will get called up at the end of this year? Seems like they're promoting him very quickly. He's only 19, and it would surprise me if he came up this year, but it wouldn't. But I would have, if you're going to ask me if Rada comes up this year, I would say next year. I think they would try him in spring training next year and then have him battle it out for possibly being entertained for being brought up. Because I don't think even with signings next year, he will be a guy that you would start on the major league roster. But I definitely could see him easily playing a lot. What do you call it? A lot in the majors or in the not the majors. I'm sorry. Spring training. Do you guys see half the lights on the Halo are out? Yeah, that happens a lot, Shane. I've seen them with a crane up there like 3 or 4 times. Paisa Cooks says 4 beers where $4.50 beers are in your 200 levels, almost right where I sit in 260. There, just as you pass the Chronic Tacos, there's a couple walk-ins. They have beers there. They also have them behind home plate on the 200 level. They have these like lavender beers and Coors beers. The tall cans are like between $16 and $18 depending on the beer. Yes, I would love that. Travis also has Tyler Bremer reported to the team. Yes, he has. I don't know what level they're going to start him in. I would think it would be high A. I have a Torrey Hunter bobblehead from the back in the Fox Sports West days. Damn, that's awesome. I'm pissed I broke my Garrett Anderson. Actually, my daughter did. And that's when they made them all nice and heavy and almost like porcelain style. And she broke that one. I was pissed. Andrew says tickets were $2 for $40, saved $4, only paid $36. 714 Tickets is the place to go. And by the way, if you haven't heard yet, I just put a commercial up with Ron Holt. If you're looking to go to the game against the Cincinnati Reds, come early because he's throwing out the first pitch. And if you've never sat in the 100 area, the 100 level, it's between, I think, I don't know the section offhand, but Ron Holt through the website or by calling him, and you can still use your Heedy code. Well, I don't think you can for this one. But you know how tickets on the 100s are usually anywhere from $30 to $60, sometimes higher, depending on who they play. Tickets for that August 18th game against the Cincinnati Reds are going for $7.14 because Ron Holt's throwing out the first pitch. So if you want to get tickets, I suggest you do it now. He has a section already reserved. So if you want to buy those tickets, buy those for $7.14. If not, then yeah, you'd be paying full price, but get them while they're hot. He might add some more tickets if they go fast. He's already sold something like 200 tickets. Jesus says, you've heard me praising Bryce since last season during his time in Salt Lake. If this guy can stick with the majors, he's the player we need with that speed. Yes, but Jesus, you're 100% correct. But the Angels need to utilize that speed by actually playing small ball. That's where the problem comes in. Also, they said Todd back in the day was a better handsome Jim. Those out of here. brother. You're hungry for wins. I'm hungry for you. Geez, Skull Zone. Dan says, hey, we won a game. Amazing. Stukas, damn it. Also, when do you see the owners start pursuing the team right after to see what happens with Artie? They won't do that unless he officially comes out and says a sell. But again, a lot of these guys will come out there, potential owners, and make a play on a team. It's very easily. I mean, these teams they print money, so yes, if you could buy one, they're definitely worth it. My parents broke 70% of my bobbleheads during the remodel while I was in college. That sucks, Bilson. What's up, Big LA? Also, David says, just tuned in. Where do you get the $7 tickets? 714 tickets. That's who. And you mentioned Halos in the infield. It's specifically for the Cincinnati Reds on the 18th. The owner of 714 tickets is throwing out the first pitch. So if you get those tickets, do him a favor by showing up early. Those tickets usually go for $40 or more, or $30 if you can get them. But for the most part, dude, like again, $7.14 per ticket. So you can get your family in, if a family for 3, as much as parking would be, just a little bit more, or a family for 4 for under $30. You can't beat that. So get the tickets while they last, and throw a shout out to us while you do it. Glad they got the W tonight, but it doesn't mean shit. Also, Jesus says, light that baby up, Todd Fox, and let's go Halos. Josh says the Angels will hit Ohtani around, take it to the bank. That's if he starts. That diva might be missing that start. Also, why are the Angels so much better against good teams? I have no idea, Ben. That has been a problem for years. If we just beat the awful teams, we would be in so much better position. Dude, amen to that, bro. Like, we would literally be 4 or 5 games above 500. I'm all in for Artie selling the team, but what if they move the Halos out of Cali? It won't happen, bro. They won't leave. There's no way. Because, again, you're paying to leave as much as you are to stay with a retrofit. So I think Artie in the long run should just fix the stadium. He would get more land. If he moved to Tennessee, he would not get the land. They already have ownerships over there that holds on to everything, that they own the land. They would own a potential stadium. He doesn't want that. Artie wants his cake and eat it too. So there's no way he's moving. Moving, to me, the only place I would, when Long Beach is such a stupid rumor, the only one that they had a legit chance to move out of Anaheim was to Irvine, where those big hangar tents are for the blimps and where Wild Rivers is at. There's a shit ton of land that they were offering him in 2000. I want to say 19, but he turned it down. They offered it to him for about almost $300 million. Also, let's see. Let's go down here. Eric Ward says, let's see. Glad to win. They got the win, but it doesn't mean shit unless you sweep and take this series. They got stacked 4 or 5 in a row. Jesus says, say his name like you were Italian. Let's see. How would I say that name? Tedesio. Maybe like that. I don't know. Mateo says, call me a bootlicking houseman all you want. I don't give a damn. So that is this guy, Roger Lodge.
Call me a bootlicking houseman all you want. I don't give a damn.
Ethan says, yo, how are you? I'm good. How are you doing, Ethan? Good win tonight. Jared says it's me. Also, Murky says Joe Macon said he wants to buy the Angels. He lived in Anaheim, so probably he liked them. Sega Boy says we lead the league in strikeouts. We strike out too much, yet the players are giving John Washington credit, which makes no sense. Also, still missing the playoffs right there. Also, do you think Artie sold the team, the Angels would do a complete reset? No. The thing is, if someone's spending $3.5 billion, they're probably going to put another $100 million into the payroll. So I don't see that happening. I think the owner would automatically, unless the owner were to buy the team and slowly but surely, like we've seen other owners like the Chicago White Sox, are going to be relinquishing a little bit of control year by year for the next 3 years. If something like that were to happen, you'd see the rebuild right away. And then when the owner takes over full control, then you would see the spending. Isn't the land being used now to make a big park in Irvine? They already have like 2 or 3 big parks. They're trying to eat up that entire land with more houses like we need it, or condos, or affordable housing. Because if you look in that area, I delivered to that area, there's a lot of sneaky little affordable housing in there too. There is still you could still put 2 Anaheim stadiums on the land right outside the Costco, right where those hangars are. There's still a ton of land right there. But I don't think that they are. I think that they changed their mind, the city of Irvine, because they are starting to rebuild that second hangar. So if they're going to rebuild the second hangar and hold on to that one and retrofit that one, there's no way those hangars are going anywhere. So you might see a park, you might be right about that park in between the 2 hangars, and then they build houses around that. But that all was going to be demolished, and no one seemed to give a shit until the one burnt down. Ben says, what would you like to see being done in the off season? I would like to just see this team get better pitching and develop better pitching and scout better pitching and fill the void in the minors, pick up a lot of utility guys because they're not that far off. They've been getting a lot of dumb luck wins, but they also been getting dumb luck losses too. If we just end up 500, do you take this season as a positive? Junior wants to know. Yes, absolutely. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Going 500 after losing 99 games is a big time positive. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Also, Sega Boy says we are literally 15 or 25 in every stat, pitching, defensive and offense. Horrible as fuck. However, they still find a way to win. And that's the thing. Again, they have the talent to do it. I think it's more on managing because they give up the most homers, but they give up a lot of walks, but they have a bend but don't break pitching staff, which they don't give up the 3-run homers, the grand slams. They don't allow the big innings for the most part. They'll load the bases. They'll make it hairy, but then they get out of it. The problem, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You guys might disagree, and it's okay. But I still think I put this season on the hitting. The hitting has been atrocious at times. They get into streaks of just like inept, and they swing for the fences. If they were to play small ball, if they make adjustments, if the game plans were better, if they were managed better. And then on the pitching side, I think it's the bullpen usage, whether it was Ron Washington, Ray Montgomery, they either overuse these guys, don't use them enough. They can't find a common middle ground. And then they don't have specific roles for these guys outside of Jansen. So you're throwing guys in that you're like, wait, why are we pitching this guy right now? And then disaster happens and they're like, duh, why did that happen? It's like, if you stick to a game plan that works, why try to fix it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But the Angels are stupid like that. So also, Mike Trout says, my friend jinxed us on Friday and Saturday saying we were going to lose. Ever since then, she said we won yesterday and today. There you go. Free Big 20, free Marsha, free Klaus. Gerard says, nice to see Tedesco provide some speed at the bottom of the order, because that's what you want. You want them to turn that order around for Neto and the other guy, Shonawell. He's got to get on base, and he was a little terrorizer down there. Strange says, Angels need to start winning consecutively with only 2 months left of baseball. Props to Tedesco for having a good game, and D's nuts. So he has to get the D's nuts in there, which, no, that's a fart, actually. That's... Yeah. Where is D's nuts? There it is.
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
Also 714 tickets right there. We talked about that. Murky says Artie going to court. Why? Because of Skaggs or the stadium. It's actually both. So he's going to get his day of reckoning in court. Also, let's see. Walbert Urena is a super underrated pitching prospect in our organization. I have been seeing some stuff right there. Lofty Lover says need another starting pitcher. Absolutely. You think Neto, Golden Glove, not this year, but I think he's going to get his respect next year. The injury really hurt him, missing that first month of the season, but I think he's really going to have a fine year next year. Ben O'Connor says he's good. He will command $20 million a year. Also, Denzer Goodman keeping improving. Definitely can be the future third baseman. Plus, the kid we drafted. Tamir 20 says Bryce had a good game tonight. This team is bipolar, keeps on fighting, but we can't go on a large winning streak. Or can we go on a large winning streak, please? Saucy says, I'm not totally over this goddamn White Sox series, but this feels good. They need a win streak ASAP. I agree. Mateo says, Tada was right. 4 or more runs is our magic number. It sure is. Also, love Christian Moore, but that late lazy flip to first needs to get cleaned up. He'll work on that. Halos Forever says Fullerton might go to the Little League World Series. That will be 100% awesome. Dan Rio says, wasn't Newman giving a 2-year deal? Well done, Perry and Artie, dumbasses. And me love you long time. Yes, we got rid of him, but we don't love our boy Newman love long time.
There's a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight, which makes me so horny, and me love you long time.
Tony C says we need to win a series and we need to make the playoffs. I think Trout will come around. CMO will be the key to our season. Smash the like button and share and go Heedy podcast. Let's go Halos. Thank you for the super sticker, Tony C. Mario says, or Marty says, we're so back. We don't need anyone in the trade. Also, Jack says, seeing the Rays lose gives me a stiffy. So I think that's a Yankee fan right there. Lee says, hey, Todd, light that baby up. We got some good Kikuchi vote says. Marty also says, if we lose this series, I'm going to lose my mind. Jack says, Kikuchi wins. Go buy some Gucci. That's good right there. Big Red says, revive in 25. Lofty Lover says, I think Trout needs to be in the lineup. Came back and they are winning. I still think he needs to go down the order. He's still not producing where we need to. You got to work your way up. Murky says we're going to call up Bremer, and it's going to be like John Lackey, and then they're going to win the World Series. I don't know about that. I see him coming through the farm system rather quickly. I think Johnson makes it up here before he does. Mateo says no pinches mama's way. We won. Andrew says didn't Trout get promoted super early at 19? I don't remember, but I can see the Angels doing that. I think it was 20 or Rada. Gavin has to call his mom to practice his pickup lines. Speaking of him, let's play his yummy tasting nut, shall we?
Crazy. Hello, Halo Nation. Hello, Halo hopefuls, and welcome back. What's going on, everybody? My name is Gavin Carlson. Don't get it twisted. You've probably heard of Viagra or Cialis. It's hard. It's hard. Oh, man. It feels great. Oh, yummy. Oh, how about a yummy? Oh, come on. Magic. Oh, my goodness. Guys, tasting nut.
I'm surprised YouTube doesn't ding me for that, but that is pretty disgusting how he talks about nuts. Mateo says, can we get an Artie impression? Unfinished business. We got a good team this year, and we're going to have unfinished business. Big Red says, I wonder if I get his tasty nut with having free rent in his head. Lee says, Todd, $4.50 beers, Coors Light, 12 ounces just left of the Diamond Club. You are correct. Tickets should be 71 cents. Marty says, had Farkas had his truck repoed yet? I'm not sure about that. Last I heard, he was working a lot. Demetrio says, hot streak or not, Trout, Adele, Ward, our heart of the order are all batting 230, dude. That's not a recipe for success. Yeah, my heart of the order would be Adele hitting about 250 to 260. Also seeing a guy like, Ohapi hitting around 260, 270. You got Shonawell hitting 270, 280, and then hopefully Neto getting up to that point too. That would be great. With that being said, also, as we talked about 714 tickets and $7.14 tickets on the 18th, isn't that great? I got to mention one other show or one other advertiser right here. Max Market Pros, if you have a small business, if you have a website that's struggling to get off the ground, if you have social media that's not helping your cause and you're an influencer or whatever, go to Max Market Pros, hit them up at maxmarketpros.com. Tell them Halos in the Infield sent you. They will take care of you. They will give you a quote. They will be in business with you to get you to the top because why? They are Google certified. So if any kind of business you have and you mention it and it's your name, but you're not getting flies to your shit, literally, they will help you get flies to your shit, meaning your company. They will help you get to the top of that list. So hit up Max Market Pros. My guys over there do a great job and have a laundry list of clients. So with that being said, let's get back to the comments. Did we miss the Deos? You did miss the Deos, but I will give you a courtesy Deo. Also, Trout is making me sad. I don't think he's washed, but he'll never be the man he was. I agree. Regardless of what happens this season, it's such an improvement from last season. It is. And I'm looking forward to more and more good baseball being played moving forward. But for right now, we got to take what they can give us. And what they're giving us is okay baseball. It's not great, but it's okay. We just want to see more consistent. Also, Tony C says, I will give you Garrett Anderson bobblehead. I got you. Oh, man. Okay, I'll check. I'll take a look at that. Also, breaking news, San Francisco 49ers to build college football's new cathedral, Levi Stadium, mega expansion. Dude, that stadium is nice the way it is. David says, I will repeat, 714 Tickets has the best deal for everything, especially with a Heedy code. Yes, if you're looking for tickets, by far go to 714 Tickets and put in our code and get your extra 10% off. It's awesome. David says it's saved me hundreds of dollars already. Also, all concerts, F, StubHub, and SeatGeek. Oh, I love it, David. I should just have you do the promos. Josh says, could the performance be due to K-pop chicks? It could be. K-pop chicks are very pretty. I will say that. Andrew says about 7 Deos by the third inning. Yeah, you have your fill of those. Andrew says, damn, for real, I live in Santa Ana next to South Coast, so Irvine would be a super short drive, but Anaheim is historic and still isn't too long of a drive. Tyler says, Wayne destroying Kathy's cookies. Now let's take a drive with Honda. Yeah, dude, that I was getting messaged about that from our boy Eric. He was like, dude, why do they have to eat so much? And I'm like, dude, they have to freaking promote the food inside the stadium. They're trying to get you reeled in with that for sure. Let's see what else. I'm gonna send out the bat signal here in a minute here to our boy. Yeah, hold it. Yeah, I'll put the I think we might have Artie Moreno. So stay with that. We're gonna have Artie Moreno on the line here in a second. Todd, what are your top 10 owners that you would want? Obviously, if Steve Ballmer was a baseball fan, I would take him, but he's not, so you can't have him. I would love to have the guys from Golden State. I would love to have a Nintendo group that is friends with the Seattle group, but they're just as motivated to have a Major League Baseball team in America, a bunch of Japanese investors. I do know there's a group out of Utah, but I'm a little leery because I don't want them to have aspirations of moving my team, sort of like what happened to my Sonics with the Oklahoma group. But I know for a fact the LA newspaper owner, the LA Times, is getting a group together so he wouldn't have to pay for the whole thing too. He's a potential owner as well. He loves baseball and would love to have the Angels. It's a good thing that Locked On guys don't show up to games. Gavin and the Halo brothers would have scared off the girls. Yeah, they sure would have, dude. Those guys are fugly. Also saw Terry Smith at the Laugh Factory in Covina. He was horrible. Murky says, what if we sell to the Dodgers owner, just buys the Angels and trades and owns both teams? I think Kroenke, though, would be a good owner, though, to be honest with you. Daniel says, I miss Newman and Wade Jr. Honestly, I feel there's a chance of making the playoffs is if we go on another 8-game winning streak. Cocked on is exactly exactly their name, Cocked on, Locked On Cox. Also, Mateo says, did you guys hear that 49er Greg Papa was diagnosed? Oh, it sucks, dude. Greg Papa is a great announcer, former Raider guy. Tyler says, I thought Terry only performed at Chico's. Skullzone says, Todd, I want to be like you when I grow up. Dude, you interviewed Ron Holt. Thank you, sir. Also, Mateo says, yeah, no, they're not. I'm not even going to. That's 49er propaganda. Alfonso says, the Angels need to win 8 out of 10 to get back into the race. I agree, which is a long shot. Are we starting to show free agents that we are a viable destination? Yes. Yes, you are. Not only with the weather, but the team. The team has to show that they are moving up the ladder. And I think they are in a way, but they're not going to get the big name guys. But you're going to get those next level guys that are going to really help this team, especially in the pitching, if they really go 100% in. I agree with you on Ohapi, but who's the coach? That's the coach's job. No, I 100% agree. If Adele, Neto, and yes, Trout get hot, we're going streaking. The season started tonight. Yes, it did. Not today. It started tonight.
We got a lot of baseball left to be played, and the season starts tonight.
Roger Lodge, future GM. Hell no. Also, you got Gavin is so boring. Thank you, Angels Suck, right there for reposting. Balls, balls, and balls. Also, Chase Shores is going to be a great prospect. Bryce gonna go on a Linsanity SQ run, a Q run. Also, Gavin is up to 3 fans. The Planter Peanuts guy joined his parents, and that's about a 50% increase. All right, there's Angel Suck right there. Also, go Niners. No. Matty Matt says we have been so inconsistent all year. It's been so stressful. eBay says, say what you want to say about Trouty, but the bottom line with Trout this year, we're 43 and 41, 12 and 17 with him or without him. And I agree. You need him in the stands or not in the stands, but you need him on the field, but maybe just down in the order a little bit. Also, you got 25,000 in attendance. Alfonso says nettos. Also, didn't you say the LA Times owner getting a group together to buy the Angels? Yes, I did. Also, how can I get Halo's hunk bobblehead? I haven't sold those yet. I heard Gavin took one of the Halo brothers to the prom. Also, do you think our boy Enright should be fired? I like that guy. I like him too, but it all depends if the new freaking owner comes in and he's on the side of Enright. What chance do we get to fire Perry because he sucks, only good at the draft? I don't know, dude. I don't think it really is his problem. I think the problem has always been and forever will be, as long as he owns the team, our boy Artie Moreno.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. I'm the problem.
That douchebag has been the problem for a while. So yeah, that's what you got right there. Also, we're putting a bat signal out there. So hopefully we get the owner of the Angels on here and we'll see where it goes from here. Lambs fans, I was talking about Raiders and I'm not going to do football. By the way, we're going to have plenty of time to do football. Plenty of time to do football on this channel when football season starts. We're going to have our boy Matty Matt along with Randy and myself, and also our boy that takes care of the minor leagues, Dominic, and we're going to do our unfiltered football page, our football show on this page. And then we're also going to have Ducks hockey, dude. So we got a lot going on this off season. So if the Ducks or if the Angels don't make the playoffs, which I don't think they will, but yeah, we're going to have a lot of stuff to be watching and catching up on. Out of all the coaches, I fucking hate Johnny Washington. I want that piece of shit out of here. Also, are you with the idea of bringing in Stroman? I think him and Detmers can fix the rotation. Stroman is a wild card. He seems to be definitely a head case, but we've had head cases on this team before, but he's got great stuff. And if you can control his head, that's what she said, he'll be a better player. So we'll see, man. Enright's worked some magic with some of these pitchers already, but yeah, I would take a flyer on him. Why not? Why the hell not? So we'll see what happens. I'm actually excited for the Ducks season. Can't wait. Right there, C says on over there on TikTok. Also, the Red Cowboys have an easy schedule this year. EQ's finally home right there. Grillmaster wants them running up his butt right there. Also, I'm thinking Arata and Guzman perform in AAA. They can get a call up. We'll see. I'm thinking it's more along the lines of you're going to see them play in what's it called? In spring training next year. Silent, he says the Ducks aren't much better than the Angels, but at least the last season the fans seem happier, and they did sign McCavich, so that's cool. Also, Tyler says if anyone can control a head, it's Nutboy Todd. You're 100% right. Twig got cut today. We got to pick him up. Hell no. By the way, I thought we were going to have the owner of the Angels on with us tonight, but no, we have the one, the only Terry Smith.
Hey, Sparky, how are you?
It's Todd, by the way.
Hey, I just wanted to let you know that the illustrious Artie Moreno doesn't want to go live with anyone right now. He's a little upset.
Why is that?
Well, all the talk about selling the team and failing the team and the fans, he's just really upset with himself and all of you.
Well, I mean, it's true. I mean, what has he done since he's owned the team? I mean, your teeth have gone from nice net picture, because you told me that was years ago, to shark teeth today.
Well, it's all the nuts I've been eating, Todd. I was going through a almond shell right now, and I think I cracked one of them. But let me tell you, it's a yummy nut, just like our fag boy over there at Lockdown says.
Hey, watch your mouth. We can't say that word on YouTube.
Oh, is that? Am I being politically incorrect there? Sorry about that.
Yeah, yes, you are. Because
I meant to on everybody. My name
I meant
is
to say
Gavin Carlson,
queer.
Former
Listen, keep it kosher this time. You are very edgy, Terry, and we need you to keep it family friendly for this show, okay?
That's what I'm known for, being edgy, especially my teeth. Yeah, I better write that one down. That was a good one. Well, since I'm on the phone, I got some. I was testing out here for a show I'm going to be doing next week at the Laugh Factory in Covina, California.
Oh, I'll get the drum roll ready. But real quick, Andrew says, Terry, are you broadcasting remotely right now from Angel Stadium?
I sure am, pal. Right out of the AMA 30 van, which still has a rear passenger side tire flat. Doesn't look like I'm going anywhere anytime soon.
All right, let's hear some jokes, Terry, because although we usually save your jokes for losses, but we want to hear them in a victory tonight.
Yeah, why not? Let's celebrate, right? Or if that's what you want to call it.
Let's go.
Here we go. Hey, how's everybody doing out there?
Oh,
no,
wait,
it's a chat room. Yes.
I got
Keep forgetting it's a chat room. Can't hear anybody. The hell was that?
That's someone getting excited.
That sounds more like it.
By the way, before you tell a joke, we got a couple of requests. We need to. Andrew wants a Deo, and Production Nonchalant wants. You can put a halo over this one.
Okay. Well, you can put a halo over this one. And when I say that, I mean this dong. Put a halo right around it. And what was the other one?
It's a rather small halo, but a Deo. He wants to hear a Deo.
It's like a Cheerio.
All right, let's
go. I don't sound much like the Deo guy, but here we go. Deo! There, just yelled it out there.
All right, Terry, let's hear some jokes.
Try to put a different spin on it there. All right, here we go. Hey, so if Africa had more mosquito nets, every year we could save millions of mosquitoes from dying needlessly to AIDS. I have a gay friend on Facebook who took a poll recently. He hasn't been able to walk straight lately. Hey, what's worse than two girls running with scissors?
What's that?
Two girls scissoring with the runs.
Come on, Terry. This is a family show.
I asked my wife if she slept with anyone before me. She said a Brazilian. I said, you whore, how many is a Brazilian?
You okay, Terry?
I'm all right. I'm just writing things down here. Count his own two, by the way.
Who's hitting right now?
Oh, you want to know who's hitting right now?
Yeah, who's hitting?
Let's see. We got. Hey, look, it's Brian Downey. Those massive forearms of his. Kind of a bit of a lookalike to Christopher Reeves, wouldn't you say?
Jeez. Come on, Terry. You're not helping.
So what does a gynecologist and a pizza delivery guy have in common?
Oh, something to do with cheese?
Both can scrape the cheese off a box for a little snack. Hey, the FDA just approved a new lesbian antidepressant. It's called trioxygen.
I don't imagine these go over good at Chico's.
Tricoxygen.
I heard it the first time.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I didn't want to make sure you heard that. Hey, you know, it's wrong for two gay guys to have sex in their eyes. And that's very true because it should be in their butt. Why does the Avon lady walk funny?
Why?
Because her lipstick. Hey, what's a reverse exorcism?
What's that?
It's when a demon comes and demands the priest to get out of the child.
Oh, come on. Do you have any baseball jokes?
Here we go. What does a 14-year-old pregnant girl and a fetus have in common? They both know mom's going to kill them.
Oh.
Hey, what's the difference between a priest and Woody from Toy Story?
Enlighten me.
Woody goes limp when a child enters the room.
You know, Terry, you know, I love this show. It was a great run. I think eBay said, well, thanks, Terry. It was a good run. Edie got canceled. And see, look what you're starting. Shane says, why do three pedos never win races? They like to come in a little behind.
That's disgusting. Come on. Now. Hey, we have lines we draw here, fella. So I got
Were they invisible ones?
They're dotted lines.
Nonchalant says AM 830 is hitting different tonight. It's AM 830 after hours.
And for my last one here, the last one's a clean one, Todd. Don't worry about it. Here we go. So a man goes to a librarian and he asks her, hey, I'm looking for a book about small penises. She says, let me look it up on the computer. So she looks and she says, I don't think it's in yet. He said, that's the one. You got any family 4-packs in there, Todd, in the drawer there?
No,
I really use one.
I'm out of
taking a family out.
I'm out of family 4-packs.
You don't have any available?
No, I don't. I don't think we can sneak you into the stadium. So
okay.
Can we?
One of these days I'll get in there.
What's the count right now?
Hey, are the seats still orange?
No, they're very much green for the last 26
green,
years or 27. Yeah,
that's strange.
Can you? Mateo wants to know before you say you're out of here. Can you call a Mike Trout home run?
Sure. We don't hear too many of those, do we? And here's the pitch. Here's the pitch. And this one's lifted deep into left center field. And this ball is out of here. Or the way I like to say it is, this ball is Trout of here. I coined that one, Todd. I tried to get it copyrighted, but I couldn't get myself to do it.
One last question, Terry Smith of the Angels, AM 830, by the way. Would you join if they actually allowed you in the stadium? Would you? Because there was a lot of complaints that Gooby and Wayne are eating during the telecast, trying to get, the flavor of the night, trying to get people to get those walk-off waffles or maybe a Big A burger. Would there be a problem, or what kind of utensil would you use to get the morsels of meat out of or particular food pieces out of your I guess stalactites of teeth or shark teeth?
You're talking about me? Well, that's Todd. I always like to keep a flat screwdriver with me in my pocket. I always take that with me, and really, it really scrapes in between there. Does a really good job. I try to fill up, thinking it'd cover more more area there, but that's just too rounded off. I need a flat one, so I kind of chisel it off,
All right.
Especially with that OG's pizza. Ooh.
I heard you turn left a couple, like what, 3 times, and then you make a right, and you're right there.
I did. I turned left 3 times, and just out of nowhere, this pizza appeared. It was bizarre. Hey, by the way, Todd, I actually was, when I was doing my show, I bumped into a fan of your show. She's a big fan. Well, she's big, let me tell you, but she just wanted to say hello. Her name's Marcia.
Oh, Marcia's there?
She was at the show, and she didn't like the show, but she said she liked your show.
Yeah. She's a very tall woman.
Yeah. She said, tell Todd I said hi, and tell all the yummy guys in the chat she said hello.
They're kind of scared of her in a way. You know what I mean? It's like she's sort of like that car accident where you got to look, but you shouldn't. You can't look away. So yeah.
Well, everyone has their taste. I could see making out with her.
Please no, please.
Once you remove the hairs, it'd be a decent kiss.
That's a lot of hair, a lot of facial hair. So
thank you.
Thank you, Terry, for enlightening us with, once again, another clean set of jokes.
Did you like that? That's I toned it down a bit, Todd.
I know you didn't go all Chico's on us tonight.
I did. No, I didn't. As a matter of fact, I got another date next month at Chico's again. Believe it or not, they want me back. It's kind of strange. They sent me this leather T-shirt and latex pants. I don't know if I don't even know how I'm going to get these on, but they want me to wear them.
I think they're going to drag you back to Chico's if you get what I'm
saying. I see what you did there. I'll write that one down. Hold on a second. I might use that.
By the way,
later.
Terry, the fans are waiting for your cliched you're out of here.
Oh yeah, I'm about to take. Hey, Todd, maybe next time you'll have those family 4-pack ready. I'll be happy to take that whenever it's available. So thanks again for having me on, Todd. I'm glad I got the right number and didn't call Lockdown, because that was embarrassing. I mean, so much nut talk you could talk about. Well, anyway, you guys have a good night, and hey, the Angels won. It's a good day, and like your friend said earlier, don't mean crap, and I agree. We have a long way to go, but anyway, this is Terry Smith, and I'm out of here.
All right, the great Terry Smith joined us tonight, and if you don't see the channel tomorrow, it's because we got a strike or two. But hopefully, yeah, because if we get a strike or two, you're going to see a lot of these guys.
Oh my
Chisholm says, sell the team art. Also, laugh out loud. I got to go, but I'm dying laughing still. Thanks, Shane, for being on, and everybody else. Let's just get a quick review. There's a lot of questions and stuff that came in. Is it me or Gooby sucks now? He used to be able to predict the game a lot. Now he just pushes advanced stats. Yeah, he does. I've lost a lot right there for him. Andrew says it best. He likes Mark Langston. I think Langston's kept it real. Gooby's pushing the whole thing about home run this, launch angle that. It's pretty annoying. Also, Todd Fox, remember that time I bet Barry Enright when he, or I met Barry Enright when he was on the Bulls Tijuana pitching coach. That's pretty cool. I heard Barry is a very, very feisty guy. Jeez, so many jokes here. Also, where's Marcia? Hopefully she'll be back here soon. I know we're gonna get on. We're gonna get what is it called? Artie on here at some point. Andrew says the Locked On brothers probably have the Disney annual pass holder stickers on their cars. My girlfriend does. But see, when they go, they're in Fantasyland. That's for sure. They love it there. Can Terry have his own 30-minute show? I would love to give him that, but I don't know if he does his own comedy. So we have to ask him about that. Also, Marcia is like Big Mike Obama. Oh, geez. Also, the LA Times owner getting a group together to buy the Angels now or later on. That would be only if the Angels came available. That's what I heard. That's the rumor. So with that being said, we got through everything tonight. The Angels win. They go for the win tomorrow. Man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make tomorrow's game because work is picked up, but and Wednesday is a freaking day game, a getaway game. So we'll have to see where the Angels go from there. Possibly when they come back home, because it's a short Detroit series. They come back home against the Dodgers next week. I'll probably be there live and in person for that.
That was the plan. Not a great plan.
It's a great plan. It is. But we'll see what happens. But the Angels get the win tonight. They don't fall on their faces, which is good. They actually played a good game tonight. And all around, you can't complain the way they played. You had good hitting, good defense, and you had good pitching. So you have all those three together, you're usually going to win straight up. My dad, as far as that's concerned, Mateo, he's just his normal self tonight. He's still very, he clapped and everything, but he had not too much to say. He's usually frustrated that the team isn't playing all that great, but we'll see. Jerry says Angels 2 out of 3 in Detroit. Yeah, I said it, man. If they could win 2 out of 3, that would be phenomenal. That would actually but see, I don't buy it because they always fuck up right before they come home. That'll be a Sunday getaway day before they come home against the Dodgers. But if somehow they lose the first game in Detroit, win the next 2, that would give them some serious momentum coming home. I'd feel good about that. Wow. Before we get out of here, I think we have a good 5 minutes left in the show. We should. And we're bringing on Marsha, the former WNBA star. Marsha, how are you doing, man? We were talking about Terry, and Terry brought you up. How are you doing, Marsha?
I got to say something tough. First of all, Todd, I haven't talked to you in a while. What's going on, bud?
Well, you sound as feminine as possible. And I don't know. I wanted to ask you, since you used to play with the Atlanta Dream, I'm sorry I have to interrupt, but I have to ask you, there's some breaking news.
Sorry.
Yeah, watch that feminine cough.
I got real phlegmy today, Todd. I don't know why. Real phlegmy.
Very, very good. But listen, no skull zone. She's very much a woman. He's calling you a man, but you're very much a woman. But
all woman, Todd. All woman.
Yeah. All I'm
6'5",
saying,
250 pounds.
All I'm saying is, Marsha, how are you dealing with you played in the league last year? How are you dealing with all those, man objects being thrown onto the court? Might as well say it, the dildos.
Hey, you know what? I was at one of those games. I was like a largemouth bass coming out of the water there, catching one of those suckers. After I caught it in my mouth, I landed on my side and started flopping around the court.
So was that being thrown at you, or was that because I thought it was the other players?
Oh, actually, I think it was going towards one of the players, but I pushed the hell out of that person and just went straight forward and I got it. I didn't get it on camera, but I got it.
Do you still have the biggest feet?
Still athletic.
Do you still have? Do you still have the size 17 shoes?
Oh, you better believe it, Todd. Want me to send you a picture of my toes?
No, not at all. They're
members only action there, huh? Yeah, huh, bud? Want to see some of the toes, pal? Come on, pal. You want to see them. I'm
not into OnlyFans. I'm sorry, especially with you.
I did. I did suffer a bit of an injury even on my retirement. Believe it or not, I pulled something in my hip area there. Was from all the rough sex I was having from a partner of mine. I was at the hotel room the other day, and boy, that guy sure knocked something loose. Let me tell you.
That's disgusting, Marsha. Listen,
I was in the bathroom for about a good 2 hours, man. I was down there dropping a coiler in the boiler, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't. And I don't. Listen.
Hey, Todd, I was spreading the topsoil, Todd. Todd, I was slamming a yam. That's what I was doing. I was riding the train to Browntown.
I try to keep it sports with you, but somehow it always goes into the nether regions. So, Marsha,
I made a fart with legs. I cooked some sewer sausage.
Can I just ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Who's more feminine, you or Brittany Griner?
Oh, come on, me. Come on. Todd, you've met me. I've got estrogen just pouring out of me. Just pouring out, along with a lot of other illegal chemicals that they haven't identified yet. But, hey, you know what? I'm in great shape. I look good for my age. What am I, 28? I don't know.
I thought you were 40 because you were retired.
Hey, now. Girl never gives away her age there. Never lets her age be known there. It's a little bit of a secret between you and me, Todd. Even though we're buds, right? Even though we hang out. Hey, Todd. I was in that bathroom making some porcelain pudding.
Okay, let me get back to a question. Do you like Angel Reese because she could go for a man like you? Grillmaster wants to know.
Oh, hey, you know what? Hey, Grilly. Is that Grilly?
That's Grill.
Grill, I was thinking about you the other day.
Are you okay, Marcia?
Oh, sorry, I just had a funny thought just pop in right now. Sorry about that. I was at a hotel room, kind of a cheapy hotel room, because us WNBA players don't make a lot of money. So it's got this shag carpet, and it just reminded me of your chest hair there, Grill. Ways to just roll my fingers through there and twist the little hairs around.
Hey, the Angels won tonight, Marcia?
Yeah, they did, didn't they, Todd? Let's go, Angels! I see a bright future ahead, Todd. Hey, bud, I see a bright future. I'm telling you. Revive in 25, bud.
And so are we still back or what?
Oh yeah, we're back, Todd. We're so back. You know that. Come on now. Hey, I'm drinking the Roger Lodge Kool-Aid. Let me tell you. I'm positive. I'm pumped up. I'm ready to go.
By the way, how do you feel about bologna?
I like bologna. I like fried bologna, actually. Fry up some bologna, make a sandwich there. Or are you talking about the way Artie likes to throw it on his girls?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, I've never tried that. But one of these days, I'll write that down as a goal. Hey, Todd, when I was in that bathroom, I was rolling a corn cigar. I cranked out a cave cricket.
Come
I was
on,
blowing mud. I was blowing some mud, Todd.
Oh, that's just I can't even read that comment that Archangel put. So
I don't know about that Archangel guy. Hey, Archangel, you single? Hey, if you're single, you got a dong, give me a call.
Come on, man.
I'm not easy. Hey, Todd. Hey, Todd, I was dropping the kids off at the pool in the bathroom there.
Marcia.
I made a bucket of snakes.
Can you just be feminine for once?
I was pushing some Play-Doh. Okay, that's my last one.
Okay, so we're reaching almost 11 o'clock, right when I was, finishing the show. I appreciate you chiming in. Grillmaster wants to ask a question because you guys used to date. He says, does Marcia like the sausage?
What? You tell me.
good?
You were on the receiving end, pal. You tell me.
Wait, whoa. You said he was on the receiving end?
Yeah, that's what I said. Hey, toys were involved. Toys were involved, Todd.
Oh, that's that Grill. Can that be confirmed or not? That's pretty bad.
We had an illegal, greased up Court Louisville Slugger in there.
Okay, I don't even want to picture that. Please, we got to move on. Marcia, any shout outs to anybody before you get out of here? And what are your thoughts on the Angels winning tonight before we go?
Hey, congratulations to Kikuchi, and congratulations to all you guys get a chance and a shot at this coochie. Whatever you guys want, boys, give me a call. I'm right here. Todd will give you my number. Todd, go ahead and give me my number. I don't care.
It's area code 555-555-5555.
There you go. All fives. Can't forget. Like a lawyer phone number.
Yeah, that's for old school fans of movies. That was the movie phone number.
I bring new meaning to the word firm.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
See what I did there, Todd?
Yes, I
Hey,
did.
Todd, nice talking to you, bud. Hey, you guys out there, you just keep rooting for your Angels. Hey, we're going to do it. We got to stand behind them. It's all about the fans. Todd, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. But I've talked to you in a long time, man. I missed you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Yeah. How's that monkey guy doing? How's he hanging? Swinging around places? What's he doing?
He's still celebrating that birthday.
Does he like to fling poo? Because I'm kind of into that, you know.
Okay. See you later, Marsha. Bye.
All right, I'll see you later. Bye. I talk to you, bud. Bye.
God. Between Terry Smith and now Marsha, you know, like, God damn. I really thought we were going to have a clean ending to the show. Sorry we went a few minutes over, but yeah, that's how we roll sometimes. Sometimes you never know who's calling. It could be Marsha, it could be Terry Smith, it could be Artie Moreno. Several people could be calling in. We've had a bunch of people chime in just to that monkey guy. Yeah, that obviously give their opinions or, you know. Oh my gosh. Jared wants me to get a PS5. Well, I actually want to get a PS5 here soon because I didn't get one this year. I was going to get one just for the show, but I'd probably do that next year because I just didn't have the time, dude. Or I might go on the what's it called? The those little stream boxes or whatever like that. One of the two, but I gotta get back into playing baseball. I love the show. I don't know, says if we bring the rally monkey back, we're 104 and 58. eBay says we're cooked. Laugh out loud. Platform demonetized in 3, 2, 1. Worth it. So I guess you guys like the jokes. So I'm, you know, again, these jokes were. I mean, last year we had a lot of good comedy at the end of the season because, man. Blowing mud is vile. New Substack. Thank you. Right there, Silent E. If you guys are listening, before I get into the end of this real quick, a couple more comments on TikTok and over here too. Silent E wrote a new Substack article, pretty much reviewing the baseball trade deadline involving your Angels. Good article. Check it out. Silent E always does good stuff for us on our Halos in the Infield Substack, so please check it out. It's for free over there, or if you want to throw us a couple bucks, that's good as well. But definitely a good read. Check it out. I posted it earlier to the social media stuff right there. Jared says he still doesn't have the show. Well, if anything, we could ramp it up for next year. I know Fernando wanted to do a tournament with Heedy people that play the show. He's really big into it, so I'd like to get really big into it again because I love MLB the show. Skullzone says, get that dude some puppets, bro. Is hilarious. Get a PS2 and play MVP Baseball 2005. I like triple play 98 to like I think 05, and then I started getting into the show. I'll pin you like a lawn chair. Boy, Archangel is very, very much a freak. I'll give him that for sure. EQ says, give us Artie. I need to ask that dude, where's my Johnny Walker? He owes me. I'll get him on soon. He's a little hard to get on the show, but when we do get Artie on here, it will be some fun times. A lot of drunk questions being answered at that point because that dude is never sober. So that being said, a long time ago, the Angels won over an hour ago, and they took out the team tonight, and we got a nice win with that. Their Angels Success triple play 99 blast from the past. Those are some good games. I really like those games. Dan Rios says maybe have Marsha, me love you long time Randy. Also, yeah, can I take some more right there? Have you ever played Slugfest? Yes, I did. But I do love those retro triple play games. Early, actually, my first baseball game I played a lot. Actually, finished the season was Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball, the first one on SNES. I actually finished that damn thing, and then I would get PS2 games and PS1 baseball games. Very, very choppy graphics, but it was worth it, man. Loved it playing those games. So with that being said, before a shit ton of more comments come in, appreciate each and every last one of you. We'll be on tomorrow after the game. Hopefully Angels get a W tomorrow and keep it rolling, make it 3 in a row. But for Todd Fox and everybody on the Halos in the Infield Network, hockey is around the corner. We will be covering that here, as well as the NFL. We will have some NFL popping up on here. and reviewing games and previewing the next games, and it's going to be great, dude. It's we have a lot of good content coming with both hockey and football. We'll catch you on the flip side. I'll play you out with some Stukas, baby. The Angels got it done as they should have tonight, playing an all-around good game.